Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, guys, so today we're going to be breaking down some of Courtois' best saves over at Real Madrid. What we're going to be focusing on is what makes these saves go so good and his technique, most importantly, because as a shot stopper, he's definitely the top guy. I'm going to make this into a 3-part series, this video. I'm just going to break down the first 2 minutes around, so third of the video, because there's a lot of saves in this, so I just want to get right into it and let's break it down with the first one. Looks like we're starting with a 1v1. Okay. It's a great save. So, first thing we see is, we don't see the whole play here, but what Courtois does is he steps back, right? So, he steps back onto here, right? So he steps back right about his 6. So why is that important? The reason for the importance of that is because he needs to give himself space to take the defender one-on-one. If he stays up high, right, the defender's just going to chip him. And when he does meet the defender 1v1, the defender's going to have a lot of room to work around him, right? So the defender can dribble him, right? So he can, if Courtois meets him here, the defender can just take a fat touch around him and slot it in. So what Courtois is doing, he sees that his defender, sorry guys, if I said defender before I meant attacker, but he sees that his defender is on him here, right? So he knows there's going to be pressure, and he knows the pressure is going to take this guy probably out to this side, right, to the Courtois' right. So what he does is he gives his defender a chance, right? So he works with his defender. He doesn't just take his defender out of the game. He lets his defender put in some work. Defender does well, pushes him out wide, and then Courtois can come out for the 1v1. So 1v1 technique, see, defender pushed him out wide here, close down the angle, right? So you close down the angle. Angle's a lot smaller than it was if it was up here, right? So Courtois comes out and does a good 1v1 technique, stays strong. But yeah, what's most important is that he let his defender do some work, right? So he stayed patient. He didn't meet him up too high, and angle closed down, so made the 1v1 save a lot easier. Wow. Let's just play that. That is honestly just a great save. Not much I can even say about this one here. He comes out and he reads him, right? So he drops down to his left just in case he slots it in near post, but the way he threw his leg up there, I think he knew what Szoboszlai, right? What he was gonna do. Great, not much for me to say about that. That's just a great play. Oy. Again, great save. What I really like to see here is his stance, right? So look how low he is here. So he is a very tall keeper, and that means he's gonna have a hard time getting low. So he compensates for that by staying very low. Look at that, he's upright, but look how low his hands are to the ground. Because Doku's a little bit closer here, right? So I think Courtois probably knows Doku's not going to the top bins. I mean, if he does, to put it top bins against Courtois and slot it in, it had to be a very, very good shot. So Courtois likes his chances, stays low here, gets his hands low, and makes a great save. I mean, that's just, his reach is impeccable, truly. Good save, more of just a bad penalty. I think Saka just tried to just chip it. That was a bad play. Oof. I remember this one. Yikes, yeah. So what he did is right technique. So let's just break this down. Let's just learn something from this, right? So when the shot is a right footer, right, you basically want to open up with your left, right? So you want to do a K save to your left side. So see how the dominant side is the left side in Courtois' positioning. He opens up to his left, right? But you still need to have both your arms outreach for that. De Bruyne has a good shot, puts a lot of power behind it, but strong wrists. That's why it's very, very important for goalkeepers to tape their wrists, tape their fingers, because the power behind these shots, it could break a wrist, really. Oof. It's a great, that bouncing save is super hard to read the ball, so it was a really good read. That is a great save as well. Again, you see what he does here? Ball's coming in. He's not meeting Salah up here. He drops back, is patient, right? He lets his defender put in some work. Defender draws him out all the way to the side, and it closes down that angle so much, right? So he doesn't meet the defender up here. He lets his defender work. Now the angle's closed down. It's a lot easier to save the shot. That's what I see Courtois doing very, very well. He's very patient. And amazing save, really. So, let's just watch it. Let me show it to you guys. Good save in the beginning. Great save after that. I genuinely think it's first save was a mistake, right? So if we break it down here, save comes in. I really think he can get both his hands on that. I mean, his right hand is not even fully outreached, and he gets his palm on the ball, right? I think he can catch that. But the problem is that when he parries it away, he parries it right to the attacker, right? So this is why you kind of need to know your box. So this is what he does wrong. He parries it straight, probably into the worst spot you can. It'd be better if you tried to hit it a little bit farther down the line here, right? Or, I mean, you could even parry it like right here, and your defender can clear it. I mean, if you're gutsy enough, right? I would want him to catch the ball here, but he gets up. As he's getting up, the ball's already shot. I mean, that's just a great reaction, going straight to his face. Oops. That's just a great reaction. That's a great save. Yeah, so he reads this, right? How does he read this? Is look how he's set. Very good positioning, first of all. He's not set in the middle of the goal. He's set a step or two to the right. So the middle of the goal would probably be farther out here, aiming that way, right? He is a few steps to the right. So what that does is, because he knows, I mean, the shot's coming from here. I mean, this guy, most likely with his angle, is going to shoot it down here. So that's why he kind of reads it. He's anticipating the shot here. You can even see him like slightly loading on his left leg, but angled this way, right? So you can see that little lean. He's anticipating the shot coming to his right. So that's what makes a save possible. Because, you know, it's not just about reacting all the time. It's about trying to predict what's going to happen, where they're going to shoot. That's a great pass. You know, honestly, I don't see Courtois making too many penalty saves, but considering his size, it's very surprising, but yeah. Wow. I mean, he's almost 2 meters, right? He's 6'7", but the speed of which he gets up is genuinely insane. Let's watch that again. Save. Okay, deflected. It's falling back. Wow, he gets it very fast. It's a great technique. And sets for the shot. That's what differentiates him and so many keepers, is that he's tall, but he's not just tall. He's very, very quick. Not just for his height, but I mean overall, between a lot of keepers, he's very quick. That's a little bit of... See, that one's a little bit awkward. It's a good snow. It's a good save, but it's a little bit awkward for the shot because... Watch the swerve on this. So... Takes a touch. You see that Courtois likes to keep his hands pretty low here. Okay, so usually keepers keep their hands closer to their stomach, I would say, right? So they keep their hands closer to here. They're not so low. Courtois keeps it lower because he's taller, right? He has a hard time getting low, so he likes to, you know, be one step ahead on the low shot. So the shot comes in here. It looks like it's coming down to the post over here and in, but look at that swerve. Yeah, swerve back into the middle. And Courtois does very well to get a lot of power behind his save. So, when he saves it, boom, big clearance, right? Away from all the danger, out over here, right, where his players are. That's a great place. Because you know what, last thing you want to do is save it, ball gets spilled over here, and how many Barca players are just in this area? 3. Right, so he gets just enough distance on it to get to his players. But anyways, guys, that was a quick analysis breakdown. We're going to do another one of these. We're going to do another 2 of these on this video. Courtois is a great keeper. He's very, very fast, and as a shot stopper, I don't know if there's anybody better than him. Maybe Donnarumma, but still. Honestly, there's not much to critique about him. Not a few things there and there, but he's a very solid, very stable, very consistent keeper who always somehow finds a way to save his team. But look, guys, if you guys like this video, let me know, drop a comment, put a like. But have a nice day.